Welcome to Shorty SuperCoach. What's going on, guys? I'm absolutely furious. The SuperCoach draft team has been dealt some serious blows. I'm in the grand final of my mate's one. I'm in a couple other finals with the other. I'm in two others. AFL SuperCoach 360. If you want to check them out on Facebook, and SuperCoach Mates also do a good podcast. Let's dive into the teams. It was a disaster so far, but I'm hanging in there. I've hit the waivers. I've hit the free agents. Look, I think normal Supercoach, it was pretty chill. I'll touch on a couple of things in a minute. Sort of discussion around George Hewett and Jaden Short, what we sort of do there. But otherwise, I'll talk captains. There isn't too much to discuss at this stage of the year because most of us have one or two trades left kind of thing. There's not too much we can do. But I've lost Aaron Hall to health and safety. I thought, come on, I've got Goldstein, I've got Hall, anyone but them. I thought I would lose Gresham, absolutely lost him. He's out for the year. And Witherden, I thought he might get dropped. Apparently he's injured, so my backline's been fucking decimated, mate, and I'm spewing. I did crack the shits earlier today, but since then, Shorty Superstars have galvanised, we've come together, and I've got hope again. I've got belief, and I need your good vibes to get me through here. I was pretty rattled because you just hope for a bit of good luck. But I need some big games, enemy superstars. So hopefully next time I speak to you guys, Shorty's got his name on that trophy back there. But anyway, let's dive into the teams. And like I said, nothing too much is going on. Interesting to see Silvani out. That was a bit of a surprise to see him dropped. Degoe comes back. He could be relevant in your draft team. If he does get going and you're in a prelim final or something like that, you might pick him up on a little waiver wire, free agent, what have you. Carmichael can't do a thing. I mean, I know he couldn't have done much more than kick a couple of goals as sub. Still can't find himself in the team. I also thought Grundy would come back for my draft team. He didn't. Nick Nat did, but I'm honestly a bit nervous playing Nick Nat. Straight off the knee soreness, up against Jared Witts. Makes me a bit nervous. Alex Keith was dropped as well. That's interesting. Caleb Daniel. That's a real that's a good one for me mate out there he's into his draft finals as well. He knows who he is. So good luck to you, mate, out there. I know Caleb Daniel was a big part of your side coming back. So I hope you have a win. We've been talking draft most of the year, so I hope he goes well. Obviously Stewart coming back, we knew he would, but that definitely helps me and I'm sure a few others might be looking to bring him in as well if they don't already have him. There's Gresham. Going to be a brutal ruck day for the Hawks. Oh, McAvoy's back, isn't he? Sorry, fair enough. He'll be fine then. Lots of changes at the Giants. Dropped, and dropped. They swung the axe, but some big inclusions. You got Callie Whitfield and Tom Green comes back as well. So that does help my draft team, but again, how confident can we be with him returning? D'Ambrosio comes into the side, which is great. Aaron Hall, there it is. Fucking disappointing. I couldn't believe it. He can be replaced with an okay player, but he's one of the rare defenders that can hit 150. I now got to pick a guy that I just hope can score 90 or 100. So it's not necessarily the floor that you lose, it's the ceiling that gets taken away. Witherden out, Nick Nat comes back, as I said, but that's more for a draft one. Like I said, there's not too much relevance in terms of, Supercoach Classic. Kadeem Coleman comes back in, Daniel Rich goes out, so that'll be massive for Coleman. Again, I think he's a guy that maybe isn't snapped up in everyone's drafts, is worth a look. So let's jump into my side, and look, there isn't too much to discuss. There really is, and I'll talk about the captains in a second. George Hewett, of course, didn't come back, so it's a bit of a worry. I think it just depends on how you're shaping up with your trade situation. I think if you've got enough trades to get rid of him, then get rid of him. I mean, it's frustrating, but last week we were sitting here saying he'll come back in next week. This week we're sitting here saying he'll come back in next week. There are no guarantees that players do just come back. He should, but obviously if you've got trades, you can afford to be aggressive. If you've got okay coverage, then you can afford to probably hold. if you do have 1 or 2 trades. I really do just think, simply, if you've got Hewett and you've got 1 or 2 trades, I'd probably hold, unless you're going to cop a 0. If you've got 3, 4 trades, then I think it's worth using a trade, because that's why we do it. That's why we hold those trades. So that'd be my thoughts. But yeah, here's my team. I think, it's shaping up pretty well. 22 premiums. You got Hewett on the bench there. So Pendlebury will be my coverage down back. In terms of captains, and a few people are talking about, do I trade out Short or Hewett? It's pretty easy for me. I mean, it would have been tough if Hewett did get named. It would have clearly been Short, but I would be trading out Hewett because, like I said, there's no guarantees that Hewett comes back. We see players get setbacks and that type of thing. I mean, he should be back next week. He should, but we got to deal what's in front of us. You got to play the cards that are in front of you. So I'd be trading Hewett, and let's just hope that the inclusion of Tommy Lynch might be able to see Jaden Short shake up his position. I'm not too sure. We're going to have to wait and see. But in terms of the captains, I think I'm not telling you anything you don't know. With a guy like Oliver, you've got someone who's super reliable there. You've got Laird on the Saturday. Tim English against a really depleted ruck combo at the Cats. Could be a unique VC. I'm not sure if it'll be unique, but and then obviously Miller, safe as houses in terms of going up against the Eagles. I'll probably... What sort of zeros do I have? Where's Wits? He's on the Sunday. So yeah, I probably will be able to roll the dice on English and then pretty confidently go with Miller if I need to. How are we going for time here? 7 minutes. But yeah, honestly, that's about all. If you've got any questions below, feel free to put them through. Like I say, this time of year, most of you are talking draft, classic finals. Good luck if you're in some. I know I've got some matchups here. But yeah, if you've got any questions, definitely send them through below. I do try and get to them. I still got to get to Monday's comments, but hopefully the live session was helpful. Obviously, these last few weeks, the real talking point is plain and simple. It's what do you do with George Hewett and Jaden Short. That's about the only talking point that I could really come across. But like I said, if there's something below or there's something you're interested in below, comment it. And yeah, if you got any draft questions, waiver-wise, free agents, this guy, that guy, send it through as well. I'll hopefully get to that tomorrow. I've got the day off tomorrow, so it should be right. But yes, I'll wrap this one up. Hopefully you guys are having a good night. Hopefully you have a good weekend, because SuperCoach really heats up now. Business end of things. We got classic finals, draft finals, so I'm sure lots of us will be checking in very closely with the scores. So good luck. Like I said, comment away if I haven't got to anything that you'd like to hear. I'll talk to you all soon. Cheers, guys.